Choose life. Choose a job. Choose a career. It's February 23, 2026, and we are officially 30 years out from the day Trainspotting changed the world. 3 decades ago, Renton and his reliable friends took us through the grimy streets of Edinburgh and into the history books. Today, we're looking at the 30-year evolution of Ewan McGregor and the side characters who became legends. Let's dive in. In 1996, Ewan McGregor gave us the, then, version of Mark Renton, the skinny, sarcastic, and deeply conflicted face of a generation. To prepare for the role, McGregor lost a massive amount of weight and spent time with recovering addicts in Glasgow to ensure Renton's struggle felt real, not just cinematic. His performance in that opening sprint down Prince's Street to Iggy Pop's Lust for Life is quite literally the moment a superstar was born. Fast forward to the now of February 2026, and Ewan McGregor is a titan of the industry. Now 54 years old, the 2026 McGregor is enjoying a career peak that most actors only dream of. Just this week, he is preparing for the March 13, 2026, release of his new sci-fi thriller Flowervale Street alongside Anne Hathaway, and he recently wrapped the latest installment of his Long Way motorbike series for Apple TV+. While the 1996 Renton was a man trying to escape his life, the 2026 McGregor is a man who has conquered every corner of Hollywood, from the Star Wars galaxy as Obi-Wan Kenobi to winning an Emmy for Halston. Seeing the 1996 Rent boy in his threadbare t-shirt side by side with the 2026 Ewan, who is now a celebrated father, director, and global icon, shows a 30-year transformation that mirrors the film's theme of choosing life. In 2026, McGregor isn't just an actor, he's the soul of British film history. He proved that you could start in a filthy Edinburgh toilet and end up as a Jedi Master, and 30 years later, his 1996 performance remains the raw, beating heart of his legacy. He didn't just play a character, he defined an era that 2026 audiences are still obsessed with. In 1996, Kelly Macdonald was a 19-year-old barmaid who landed the role of Diane after seeing a leaflet. She was the, then, voice of reason in Renton's chaotic life. Now, in February 2026, Kelly is a powerhouse of television and film. Interestingly, today is actually her 50th birthday. As of February 2026, she is starring in the massive DC/HBO series Lanterns as Sheriff Carey. Comparing the 1996 schoolgirl Diane to the 2026 sheriff shows an actress who has maintained a 30-year streak of brilliance, from No Country for Old Men to Line of Duty. Then we have Jonny Lee Miller as Sick Boy, the, then, Sean Connery-obsessed manipulator. In 1996, he was the slickest man in the room. Now, in early 2026, Jonny is 53 and a respected veteran of stage and screen. After his massive 7-season run on Elementary, the 2026 Jonny is currently trending for his intense theatre work in London and his recent portrayal of John Major in The Crown. He remains the definition of cool Britannia 30 years later. You can't have Trainspotting without the terrifying Begbie. In 1996, Robert Carlyle created a monster of pure Scottish rage. In a massive, now, update for February 2026, it was just announced this week that Robert Carlyle is joining the cast of Line of Duty Season 7. At 64, he is still the most intense actor in the business, proving that whether it's 1996 or 2026, nobody plays a loose cannon better than Carlyle. Finally, the heart of the movie, Spud. Ewan Bremner gave us the, then, version of the most lovable addict in history. That job interview scene is still a 2026 meme classic. In 2026, Ewan is a celebrated character actor, having appeared in everything from Wonder Woman to Snowpiercer. He remains the most empathetic part of the Trainspotting legacy, reminding us 30 years later that some friendships are worth the chaos. 30 years later, and we're still running. From the 1996 Worst Toilet in Scotland to the 2026 Line of Duty reunions, Trainspotting is forever. Who was your favorite member of the gang? Renton, Spud, or the terrifying Begbie? Tell us in the comments and hit subscribe for our next 2026 anniversary deep dive. Thanks for watching, and choose life.